Hey everybody, it's Chad, Nobody Else's Auto. We're over in what I like to call the new yard. Now, if you haven't been hanging out down here with us for very long, there was a small yard literally just on the north side of me, full of old cars that have been hung up in an estate for decades. Finally got it bought a few years ago. We've gotten most of this stuff on video, but we've still probably got 4 or 5 videos to go in here. So you want to go back and check out some of the other ones from the cars in the new yard. Now, everything over here was kind of scattered. Literally wherever there was a hole is where things got dropped. So there's no rhyme or reason. So the videos that I call in the new yard, you never know what's going to be on them. So today we've got 3 Chevys in a row. So we're going to catch 3 Chevys on this video. But literally, if you look down the road here, there's a Chevy pickup, a Ford pickup, a 52 Ford, another Chevy, another Ford, an International. So really not much rhyme or reason to most of the stuff in here. So if you haven't caught any of those other videos, you'll definitely want to check those out. I'm going to start shuffling this inventory around and integrating it into my other stuff. I've already started a little bit, but I've been trying to show you guys everything as is, where is, how I bought this place. And like I said, we're getting towards the end. We got 4, 5, 6 more videos to go yet, but let's get into this batch of Chevys right here, starting with this 1951. Now, this did operate as an old car salvage yard for up into the 90s, but really has been pretty much dormant for the last 20 plus years. So a lot of this stuff has had pieces taken off that were taken off back in the 80s or 90s, but has been sitting since then. So a lot of this stuff isn't complete. Just like this 51 Chevy, we can see the grill's kind of punched in here, missing the front fender. One interesting feature we do see, it does still have a T3 headlight in it. We come around this side of the car. This was kind of just your basic regular 4-door sedan. It was a deluxe. We can see it did have the wide deluxe front fender molding on it at one point in time. Still has some of the deluxe trim on it. And we come around the back, the trunk lid's missing, rear bumper's here, back window trim's still there. So like I said, not a complete car, but a lot of bits and pieces still left on this whole 51 Chevy. We come over here to the other side. We can take a peek inside the car. We can see this was a factory 3-speed car. A few pieces left on the dash. We can see it did have a clock, but the clock and housing's already been taken out of it. So things like that got used on other cars over the years. Still got some hubcaps, still got some bumper guards laying inside of it, bits and pieces type stuff. Next, the old 51 4-door. We've got a 1950 Chevy 4-door deluxe fleet line body style with the fastback style. Once again, we can see a good chunk of the front end is missing off of this particular car. We can come around this side over here. We still see the old 6-cylinder. Left side of the car still mostly intact. We still see the deluxe emblem on the front fender. Still has a lot of bits and pieces, lots of trim left on this car. Inside, the dash cluster's gone, but we still do see some other pieces in the dash that are still good and usable. And as we come around the back, the unique part about these cars with this fleet line body style, it just slopes all the way literally to where the back bumper would be. Back bumper's missing on this particular car, but the roof line literally starts at the windshield and it does not end until we get all the way back to here. Still has the original dealer badge on it from Davis Child. And another unique thing about this car, power glide. This was an automatic with the power glides on the trunk on these trunk wings. A unique piece specific to a 50 right here around this trunk handle. Even still has a trunk lock cover on the trunk handle even. We work our way around this side of the car. We can still see a lot of this fleet line deluxe trim. We can get a good step back and get a good look at that profile of that roof. Just such a unique design on these cars. And like I told you, one more Chevy to catch. The last Chevy in this little group is a 1953 Bel Air 4-door. Once again, lots of pieces missing. We can see somebody even needed a taillight section out of this quarter panel, cut that off a long time ago. So not a complete 53 Bel Air, but still a lot of stuff here. Has some of the Bel Air trim around the windows. Even got one of the doors stacked inside of it still. But somebody's robbed a lot of stuff off this old 53. Most of the front clips gone off of this one. The hood's still here, but the fenders and grill, everything gone. So definitely not a lot left of this one, but there again, once they're flat, there's nothing left of them. So even though this old Bel Air 4-door is missing a lot of stuff, it still has bits and pieces to give. So still worth putting in the row. I've got a lot of 53, 54 Chevys in stock, as well as a lot of 49 to 52s. So we'll get these cars grouped together, and you never know what somebody may or may not be needing off of one of these old Chevrolets. So hope you enjoyed the Chevys. Got any questions about these old Chevrolets or any of the other 2000 cars and trucks we've got on the ground here at Nobody Else's Auto, just give me a shout, 620-786-4428. That number's in the description part of the video. Give me a shout so we have a conversation about your project, year, make, model, body style, the parts you need, things like that, or if you're looking for a specific project. With close to 2,000 cars and trucks on the ground, you can see we've got sitting around us here. We've got a lot of inventory. So having a conversation about your stuff is the only way we can do it. So give me a shout. Hope you enjoyed the old Chevrolets. Still got a little bit more stuff to come out of this yard. Be sure to check out the other old videos on all the cool cars and trucks that are in here. Hope you enjoyed this one. I've also been bringing in a lot of new inventory. I bring new inventory in every week. We got a lot of new inventory videos we're going to be sharing with you, so check those out as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you soon on the next video.